What's going on, moviegoers? So in this video, I wanted to talk about the R rating for comic book slash anti-hero slash superhero movies that we could, possibly be getting further down the line, and what that R rating really solidifies and what it brings to the table and what it allows it to do for that franchise. We've gotten previous R-rated films, like Blade and stuff like that, and Blade was a phenomenal film. I feel like, Blade, his character being a vampire or whatnot, kind of has to be R-rated. It's important. And then, we talk about Logan and Deadpool. Those films really opened the floodgate for an R-rated superhero comic book movie. They really did. I mean, when you think about it, Deadpool and Logan, the authentic feel that those films have to it because of that R rating, you strip away that R rating, right? You give it a PG-13 rating. You give it a PG rating. What does that do to the film? I guarantee you those films would not be the same with a PG-13 rating, because those characters are just R-rated characters. When it comes down to it. They're graphic, they're violent. I mean, we talk about Wolverine, right? Logan. Wolverine is a character who has claws. So when he fights, he ends up killing people, slashing through the head, cutting guts open and stuff like that. So, we were so used to that PG-13 shit that we saw early in the X-Men films. And when we finally saw Logan, I was like, yo, this is how Wolverine needs to be from here on now. No bullshit. I was like, there ain't no going back. Literally, for me, there is not going back. I don't want to see a PG-13 Wolverine movie. I don't want to see a PG-13 Wolverine in the X-Men. I just don't. That's just me being brutally honest with you. And that's what Logan did for me. The authenticity of it was brilliant. It was lovely. And I'm hoping that Marvel and, the MCU, Disney, when they purchased 20th Century Fox, I'm really hoping that they have plans to continue their R-rated universe that they have already started with Deadpool. You know what I mean? I hope they don't plan to, give it a PG-13 rating, because it's going to upset a lot of fans and it's not going to be authentic and it's just not going to be okay. So I'm hoping that Kevin Feige has, some plans for that franchise and putting them in their own separate division, like under the Marvel Knights. Like I've said this millions of times, put it under the Marvel Knights and have that division be R-rated movies. And so what if you take a loss with marketing? So what? Your audience is going to be much broader for an adult audience, and I'm all right with that. I'm cool with that. So I'm hoping Disney has the right plans going forth with that. But what made me believe, with Venom, with Sony's Venom, when I really found out that they're going for a route for a PG-13 movie, I was so disappointed. Like, I can't tell you guys how bummed out I was when I heard that shit. I was like, you're kidding me. I was like, from day one, I was saying, I need this movie to be R-rated. I need it to be R-rated. Why not? Sony, please take this chance. You can differentiate yourself from the MCU in a big way, in a huge way. But no, that's not the case. The reason why they don't want to make it R-rated is because they want it to be PG-13, because they want a possibility of crossing over with the MCU. And it's a bummer. It's a total bummer. If I was Sony, I would have just kept to the R-rated stuff, right? And then just had Andrew Garfield come back as Spider-Man in that own universe. So Tom Holland's Spider-Man is a completely separate universe from your Andrew Garfield and Venom universe. That's what I would have done. But because of the rating, they really want to cross over with the MCU. And I just don't know what they're doing at this point. It's a big bummer for me, who was a fan of Venom and who really wanted to see the Venom that I've seen in the comic books onto the big screen in an authentic way. Sucks, it really does. But yeah, man, the R rating is so important. I mean, even with the DC, with that Origin Joker movie that's coming out next year, starring Joaquin Phoenix, that's gonna be R rated. They're leaning towards an R rating for that movie. And I absolutely love it. It's totally separate from the world of DC. So no suit, no bat, No Aquaman, Shazam, none of that. It's completely separate. And I love the fact that they're doing that. And I feel like they're really taking a risk by doing that. And I'm all right with that. Because when you talk about a Joker / Mafia style type feel to it, it definitely has to be R-rated. It's going to feel like a Scorsese film. And Martin Scorsese is producing the movie. So I have a feeling we're going to get like that Casino, that Goodfellas type feel to it. And I cannot wait to see how that pans out. That's going to be super fun to watch. And I feel like Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker is going to fucking kill it. Call it now. He's going to kill it. Yeah, man, I just wanted to talk about, the R rating and the importance of it when you're doing these anti-heroes or when you're doing these comic book movies. You really have to take a leap of faith and really trust the source material and, embrace that R rating. I mean, I know that, it won't appeal to the younger generation or the younger, public, whatever you want to call it. I know that. And you can still have a movie that succeed. Deadpool succeeded that. Logan succeeded that. So there's been examples of films that are R-rated comic book movies that have really done well and that continue to do well. I mean, Deadpool 2 was great. It was a great sequel, So I'm really hoping that, these producers and filmmakers really are, hope to take a bigger chance and, go with making these films R-rated and, Now, I'm not saying that every comic book movie has to be R-rated. I'm not saying that. But the comic book films that you kind of, these characters that you kind of know have to be R-rated, make it R-rated. Just do it. That's what I want to see. So who knows? I mean, hopefully further down the line, like I said, with the Joker movie coming out, it can kind of open the floodgates even more for these movies to come out and be R-rated. Spawn's going to be definitely R-rated, coming out soon, starring Jamie Foxx. So I'm hoping that these companies take a bigger risk. But post your comments down below, you guys. Let me know what you guys think about the R-rated anti-hero, superhero, comic book movies that you think that should definitely be R-rated. And what's your opinions on Venom not being R-rated? Please post your comments down below. And thank you for taking time out of your day to watch C-Roll Productions. Peace.